Get so anxious. Hello, hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to my craft room slash dining room. It's my formal dining room. And so my house is open. And today my family is gone. So that's why I'm doing a video today. And I wanted to try a different camera. So that's why I'm late today. But thank you for being here. And if you are watching, please let me know who you are and where you're watching from. Now, this is a streaming to YouTube and my business Facebook site, which is Stampin' to Connect. And my blog is also stampin'toconnect.com. So anyhow, I would love to show you. Oh, and I can't wait to show you these two cards I'm making. The layouts are very, very simple, but you know, that's where most of us began. So I'm going to show you a couple ways to jazz up the cards, these very simple layouts. So you can just, I mean, everybody just loves them now. So did I talk to you about on stage and tell you about my leader, Christina Reese? Oh, she got to walk the stage in Arlington. I can't even remember if I told you yet. So anyhow, I am so proud of her and so excited that she is such a great, she is a great leader. If you would like to go visit her site, she is Creating with Christina with a K. So, and I'm proud of her and I love her because she's my friend. So now let's get started on the cards. Let's see if I have anybody joining me yet. Not yet, but that's okay. Let's go. And like I said, if you're watching on the replay, please make a comment because I would love for you to connect with me. And of course, I'd love for you to join my team. All right, because I am a Stampin' Up, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Boy, I said a lot. I'm just rattling. Let me turn you down, okay? To my desk. Today, I'm going to be using two colors. I'm using Calypso Coral Ink and Fresh Freesia. Y'all, Fresh Freesia is my favorite. Anyhow, the cards we're going to do are very simple layouts. And it's using two pieces of paper. Hello, Rachel. So glad you're here. Oh, I know, Christina. So, anyhow, so we're using these two colors. And like I said, the cards are very simple, but we're going to jazz them up. All right. So today I'm just using a white card base. This is an A2. And you know what? Let me see if I can get that banner off. I know I can. So, because it blocks a little bit of my surface. There we go. That's better. All right. So I'm just using an A2 size. It's just a normal size card base. And then put this over here so I don't lose it all. We're using Calypso Coral that will go right on top. Okay, so we're going to be decorating the Calypso Coral. So I'm going to put my card base aside again. And I'm using this paper. This is the butterfly paper that's in our catalog and it is on sale, 20% off right now. So if you don't have it, oh, you have to. It's just so pretty. So this little piece is 2 inches by 3 1/4. And I'm going to be placing it somewhere right here. And then another little piece, like I said, this is just an easy card, but we're going to jazz it up. This little piece is 1 1/2 inches by 4. You know what I forgot to do is turn on my lights, but I think it looks pretty good anyway. So I'm just going to keep going. I have big bright lights, but it would probably wash everything out. Okay, so I have that. And then one more piece is a 1/2 inch strip by 4. So this will either, we can decide whether we put it here, like underneath, and it will fit across because the card is 4 inches across. So we can do it this way and put this simple layout, something like this. Okay, this is a little long. What did I do? Okay, looks like this piece is a little long. I must have let's see, I have it at 3 1/4. I think that's what I have it as. Yes. And I think it needs to be 2 1/4. But you know what? We're going to make it go. I'm not going to turn around and try to cut it. Let's just do this. Now, what I was thinking that we could do, we could probably put this little piece up here. And I like that. So this will be our layout, okay? Now, okay, so if you can see this, it's such a simple little layout that most of us can do. But to jazz it up, I want to take a little flower. And this little flower comes from our framed florets set, which is you can get now. Okay, it's in the mini catalog, but it's going to carry over, yippee, into the other mini catalog. So, and I want to put this flower image right here in this space to help jazz up this card, and we're going to use Calypso Coral. Okay, and here we go. And I'm not going to be too careful because I haven't glued anything down. And when I put this down, I'm just going to be twisting. So this is sort of beginner type card, which is great because, you know, that's what I'm saying. Most of us, when we started, we're putting a few pieces of paper on there and then, you know, putting a sentiment. But I wanted to show you how you can really dress this up. Now, we don't have to go too far. But as you can see, I'm not being very careful about, you know, where I'm putting the placement. Let's see if we're pretty good. Okay, I have to cut this down. This is going to bug me. Excuse-moi. I'll be right back. I'm going to take that little 1/2 inch off. Let's see. I think it's right here. It should be 2 3/4. Now, if I cut it too much, that's okay. Okay, that's better. With this one, I cut it down to 2 3/4. And then look, see, it's going to fit better. And we can have that little edge on top and bottom. All right, now see how that just made that look really cool. Now we're going to glue these down, and then I'm going to show you the next thing I'm going to do to jazz up this card. I use glue, and you don't need to use very much. I'm going to close this before I get my fingers in it. And okay, so this is what the side we're going to use. Just use a very little bit of glue. I shouldn't have put this one on first. Do everything backwards. Yeah, today what I was doing, I usually come at 1 o'clock, but I was setting up my phone to film because I have been using a webcam, and the webcam, you know, it will blur out quite a bit. So I said, you know, I've seen Christina do it, you know, and she blows up like this. And I'm like, how does she do that? Well, now I know because she uses her phone and a program. Actually, it's a software called iRun, IRIUN. It's I don't know how to pronounce it, but okay, I'm going to put this here. And we have one more piece. I'm going to put this down here. Okay, we have time to scoot it down. Come on. I have to be quiet to concentrate. Okay, that's good. I'll just leave a little space between each. See, I was not real quick to pull them together, but this will work. Okay. Well, I have a couple people. Hello, Mary Ellen. I'm glad you've joined me today. I'm making this simple layout, and so far I have added some simple stamping here. This is Calypso Coral, and I just used the Florets flower and stamped Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral. Let me pull this back down a little bit. So this is the simple layout I have so far. But another way we can jazz this up is with this, an embossing folder. And right now, oh, I forgot to tell you, the paper is 20% off and the embossing folders are 20% off right now. And stamps, I think, are 15%. So that's good. I absolutely love this one. It's called Gingham, the Gingham embossing folder. And it's hard to see, you know, on this. And that's really not a very good picture of what it really looks like. So I'm anxious to share this with you. So I'm going to put my card so far into this embossing folder, and I'll scoot over and emboss this. Okay. Where's my embossing plate? Right here. You hear my squeaky embossing machine? Okay. Okay, I hope you can see this. You can kind of see what the embossing folder has done so far. Chile, Montana, I bet you are, Chile. Gosh, you know, I'm in Texas here. And if it gets down below 50, we're freezing. You know, because we live with 114-degree weather. Okay, let's see. This is what the, I guess they call it the, not deboss, but yeah, deboss. And this is the emboss. So this actually, when you run your whole card through it, it just steps it up again. And I love that. So now all we need to do is to put it on our card base and then add a sentiment, okay? So I'll glue this one on. Now with the embossing there, you're going to want to put a little bit thicker glue. I think you know that. All right, so far I've done two things to jazz up my card to make it beautiful. Okay. It's a simple layout. 1, 2, 3. Stamp this and then emboss it because you can see how it looks here. It's hard to see it on the pattern paper, but oh, it just looks so good. I just love it. Okay, and I love it on the white. And now we are going to use a punch for the sentiment. And I'm using the double oval punch right now. These are 20% off. God, if you don't have this one's a must-have. Now I'm going to do two things. I'm going to cut out this part in the coral, Calypso Coral, just to try it. This is how I normally work. And then I'm going to cut another one in white, and I'm going to cut the small circle in white. So just with one shot, I'll get both. Now I have some choices. Okay. I need to look to see if I want to put the orange with Calypso Coral here and add the sentiment there. So what do you think? I think it looks okay. It actually looks pretty good. Or we can do this. And I am fond of this other one, but either one works for me. And then the sentiment, we'll put it in Calypso Coral. Let me do that real quick. Okay, Calypso Coral. I'm going to put this one as a just a note. And this comes from our go-to greetings. This is another must-have. So 20% off. Go get it. Oh my goodness. If you are watching this, today is November 17th and the sale ends tomorrow. So you have today and tomorrow to grab these things. Okay, I'm going to put just a note on the little white piece right here. It does fit. Doesn't look like it would, but it does. Ta-da! I like that. Now we can really see. Calypso coral underneath? Yes, no? If you're watching, give me a vote. Okay, well, I think, let's see. Look at this one. Because what I'll do is I will probably glue just the note tag on top of the scalloped and then pop that up, pop the scalloped up. For this instance today, I like the Calypso coral, so that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, and I will glue this on. White on white, okay. Rachel, thank you. Well, you're my only vote. Well, that's what I normally do is white on white because of the white borders, probably what you're thinking. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with now. White on white. Try to slide it in the middle as much as I can. And then, oh, where are my, you know what I'm looking for, those little dots. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Let's put a couple of those on. Dimensionals. And here we go. I'm still in camera. There. And the last little bit of jazz is I have this little white, this is the last piece of this white ribbon I had. So it was just in my drawer, I believe. I don't know if it's retired or not, but that's what I'm using. So the white looks good on this too. And then I'm going to kind of tuck it under like so, just a bit. I've got to squeeze it and make it really tight and smaller. Okay, and I'll have to cut the little ends. I've got glue. Okay, and my glue dots. I don't see my roll. Oh, there I do. I see it. Here we go. Uh-oh. Sounds like a kitty's fighting. I have 3, and 2 of them pick on one. And she's the sweetest kitty. But she's my husband's kitty. She has claimed my husband. She's a Manx. And now he's gone. That's why I'm able to film in this quiet house. Because he is gone. There. Okay. And that is card 1. I think it's so cute. I just love, love, love that embossing. You know, just putting the simple layout. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to do one more, and I'm using my favorite color, which is Fresh Freesia. Okay, and we have the white card base again. So we may go white on white again. But this time, let me close my Calypso coral. And this time we're going to use 2 small pieces of the butterfly set. Is that what this one is? I guess they all are. And I was thinking, let's see, this can go up. We could put one here. Now this is so simple. And one underneath. And that just right there, a very simple layout, but then we'll jazz it up. It's just easy and fun. I think I'm going to glue them on right now. This one's 2 by, I better say, let me look. I had the measure. Okay, 2 by 3 1/4. 2 by 3 1/4. And this one is 2 by 3. No, 2. It can't be 3 1/4. Jeez. 2 3/4. Okay, let's get this glued on. Well, it's very rainy outside today, and my little dog, I have a small, she's a, let me think. Won't come to my brain. Come on. Don't you hate that when your brain does that to you? I'm going to think of it. It'll come to me, but maybe right before I end. She's part Dachshund. Spaniel. That's what she is. So she's a black. She's got the long spaniel ears, the little floppy ears, but then her body kind of looks like a dachshund, like a long-haired dachshund. So she is so cute, but she kept coming to me today like, take me for a walk. And I'm like, no, it's so nasty outside. But she didn't understand that. Now, I want to, I forgot to do the stamping. So now I have to be very careful doing the stamping. Now, what I pulled out is this old retired, very Versailles, I think, stamp. But you can use any stamp that has a script on it. So whatever you have in your stash that has a script, I'm going to use this one to make a fine little edge on around these 2 pieces of paper. And now I've got to be very careful. So what I'm going to do is mask it off just like you would. No, that's not going to work. Oh, looky here. That's what I wanted to do. Why, that's fit perfectly. And we'll wait till we get to that other. Now I'm going to get my, there we go, fresh freesia. I am ordering more fresh freesia too, this cardstock, because it's like I want to keep using it even when it retires. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. And go all the way down. Oops. I guess I'm going to have to catch that end. There, that's good. Just got to press a little more. And now I need to move my little mask. This is what you do when you're talking and not paying attention, and then they go, oh, I was going to do this. So you make it work. There. And now let's go back to the top and work it down. Come on. Okay, there and there. Montana. I'm trying to think if I know you now, Mary Ellen. But I did have, I don't know if it's Montana or I have a friend, a scrapbooking friend that I think is from that. I think the town is, oh, no, that's her last name. Okay, I can't remember. Now, that really jazzed it up. And it may look kind of funky to you right now, but we're going to go ahead and put that through the emboss machine with that same embossing folder, and we'll see how it turns out. Excuse me again. I'm going to slide over here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to slide. There I am. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and slide that way. folder. Where did I put it? Right here. I'm using the same gingham embossing folder, and it's not a 3D, so it goes through very easily. Not having to use the specialty plate. The only time I bring in my embossing machine is when I use the little one because my space is too tight. Pull that thing over here. Okay, here's the embossed look. It just, to me, it just adds so much more texture. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Again, it's hard to see it on the pattern, but here, like where you see it up here, it's just so great. There it is. You can see it again. So I just like that. So that's another way. So we did 2 again. And this goes on our card. And then we put the greeting on there. Okay. Alrighty. It was so much fun going to On Stage. And Christina is so much fun to be around. So, all right. Now, let's do the punching again with the double oval. And I'm going to punch out 2 again because that's just what I want to do. See if we do the white on white again. Okay. There we go. That done. And I also have the fresh freesia, so I can just do one of the fresh freesia backs. Okay. Oh, put it back over here. And I'm going to use, I believe we used just a note. So this time I'm going to use thank you. And it's out of that same go-to greetings. Okay, here's the decision again. Am I missing a piece? I think I am, but that's okay. It's again this with the white popped up. It's going to go here, or white on white. And I know what I want to put under there. Instead of a bow on this one, because I'm not a huge fan of bows, I want to put fresh freesia ribbon and just kind of put it down kind of where the seams are. And I may need it. I'm going to cut this one down. It's a little long. Okay. Woo! Come on. So something like that. And I'll use my glue dots again to put the ribbon down. I am terrible at tying bows. So that's why I pre-tied that other one. And okay, so this one's going to go here. And like I said, I'm just trying to cover a little bit of that seam. Hope you're hearing me okay. I start talking lower. My husband says I have a teacher voice. I get too loud, so I try to talk more quietly. Okay, there. Now, since this changed the whole layout of where I was going to put these. Now I can put these right here because this helped ground it to the center. So I'm excited about that. And again, we'll decide whether we want the white or the fresh freesia underneath. Isn't that cute? Such a simple layout. I mean, 2 pieces of pattern paper, just kind of, one longer than the other, stamped all over. You could do that before putting them down, and then embossed, and a couple ribbons and design. I'm going to go with the fresh freesia on this one. I do like that. So I'm going to glue it onto this little, no. Got to stamp it first. I'm going to stamp the thank you. It's fun going live, but it's also frightening all at the same time. It's like right before you hit go live, it's like, do I have everything ready? Okay, here we go. Now, could have made a better image, but we're just going to go. Rachel, if you're still there, I'm curious to know where you're from. Because I know Christina's going to have an in-house party at our next Zoom. Dimensionals. And even though I live, in Arkansas. Oh, wow. In Arkansas, so beautiful. I know Montana's beautiful too. I just haven't been there. Yeah, well, really, Arkansas is not that far to drive. I used to live in Oklahoma, and we had to move here, so that's why I'm in this dining room / craft room, because we didn't have enough space. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not leaving this behind. Oh, look at that. Yeah. But I'm in North Austin, so I will definitely drive to Christina's. And that's why I was able to go on stage. So I am so happy that you came in to see me make these simple little cards and jazz them up. I think they look so fun. I got to put them under the light. I said I thought of everything except for the lights. I have these big, big lights that I could have shown you. Aren't they great now? Yeah, the flowers on the right is what we did over here, embossed it. And then this one is with, isn't that funny how you turn it? It's like you can barely see that. But that's what makes it so neat, because the stamping that we did all the way around, it's so subtle once you put that embossing folder over it. So that's what I did today, and I thank you. Hopefully you can do something like that, a 5-hour drive to that, and you can do that. You can do it. I know you can. Just have to take breaks. I think all the way when we, well, it's about 4 hours from when we were living in Tulsa to Dallas. So yeah, I know it feels long, but you can do it. I hope you come to the Christmas party. Anyhow, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you were here, and I will be back next Thursday, and my normal time is 1 o'clock Central. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.